Hello and welcome to my back porch, and it's night out with the crickets chirping in the background, and I'm here to talk about something interesting, that is fly fishing. Now, fly fishing in itself is a rather interesting sport. It's all about using basically artificial bait to mimic live bait and to get fish to bite it. I mean, you're using tomfoolery, trickery, mimicry, whatever you want to call it. You're outsmarting the fish, not just relying on its desire to want to eat food and survive like everyone. Now, fly fishing itself is a pretty old thing. It dates back to about 200 CE, about 1800 years ago in Macedonia, which is around Greece. It was first heard of in English writing in the 15th and 16th centuries. A good later example of that, written in 1653, is The Complete Angler by Isaac Walton, which taught you how to be a complete angler in the 1650s. It's a rather different time, you know what I mean? They used to use catgut as part of their fly fishing line, so things have changed, luckily, for the better. You know what I mean? Don't want to use dead pet. Now, Tenkara fishing, on the other hand, is a Japanese sport used by, not sport, it was actually used for commercial fishing in the mountains of Japan, and he wanted something lighter and smaller, and here's what it was. The actual rod has fallen out of it, sorry, which is basically this thing it snaps on and you use as a guide to hold the line when you're not using it. It's much simpler. You simply have a telescoping rod that kind of scoots out there, you know what I mean? So it's really compactable and it shoots out about 12 feet, and then you have your line at the end, which is a main line here, your Lillian, which is this thing right here, which is attaches to your main rod. And then all the way at the end, you would have tippet. And tippet is this really, really thin line that can taper if you want to, so it tapers down to a size where you can't even see it, and the fish hopefully can't see it too, so they think it's just something floating in the water. And then you have your fly, you know what I mean, what you're mimicking with it, as opposed to a more expensive fly rod. A fly rod has a big old reel and about a 9-foot long pole with line and all the other relatively similar setup. But the big difference is a Tenkara rod is about 1/5 the price of a fly rod, so relatively anyone can get into the sport, and it is simpler to cast. You're simply holding it at the 9 or 12 o'clock hand like this. This being fully extended, I'll have videos up of me actually fishing so you can get a better view. But you're casting like this in the 12 o'clock and keeping your tip of the line up. And this is merely an introductory video. I plan to show you how to tie a line, how to fly fish, but